We're back at Three Lakes now. It's been a couple of months, two and a half months since we've been out here. This project's come quite a ways in that period of time. Last time we was here, there was no brick on the building, and a lot of things happened. We are now probably 50–60% complete on the brickwork. All the buildings are dried in and finished roofs being put on. The air handling units will be set up in toward the end of this week. The first and second floors inside the building have been sheetrocked, and all the classrooms, labs, they're all sheetrocked, and paint and textures being applied to them. The cafeteria and library are moving along well. The library has been sheetrocked. They're ready to start doing the framing on the curtain walls, the glass walls that are outside walls of the library. You'll see in the cafeteria when we go in there that the ceiling is being framed, all the beams and everything in the ceiling are being put in. So overall, this project has made real good progress. It looks real good for being finished this summer at this time. We're in the cafeteria here at Three Lakes now. The reason we stopped here to kind of give you a picture of what it takes to put these together, because you come in here and the finished products up there, you just see a bunch of sheetrock beams. If you look to our immediate left here, you see all the studs hanging down from the ceiling. Those are all put in there one at a time, and they'll all be cut to the proper length in place. And then as you swing kind of to the right, you can see the next stage where they've all been cut to the same length here. And then as you move further around up in the same area, you see the finished framing. The finished framing will be covered with sheetrock and painted. That's what you'll see when you come in here. You'll never be able to see the amount of work it took to get to that point. Just like straight kind of to in front of us over here is where the stage goes. That is a curved front on that stage, and the lights will be inside this framing they've done up here to shine on the stage. Then they'll come in here and frame the stage up 2 feet high with steps going to it, and that'll all be floored over. And that's what the finished product will look like. This is just a great example of what it takes to get that finished product. We're at the back side of the school now, out at the athletic facility. What you see here, this is a full-size track and full-size football field, and it'll be full-size for soccer as well. And they're putting the top layer of asphalt. There's 2 layers of 1.5 inch thick goes on here. Then on top of that will be the regular track surface like all tracks have. So you'll notice you see the track going around it, and over to the right is the pole vault and high jump areas. So this field has all of the facilities they need for practice on track. What will happen now when the weather breaks in spring and it starts warming up, the first thing will be done is to grade this field out and overlay it with sod. The field will be sprinkled. It has interior the drainage system around it. You'll see the kind of brown looking area running down the side here. That's gravel over the drainage system. So this will be a nice field. They should be able to use this field when they come back to school here in August. That kind of wraps up our tour of Three Lakes. We'll leave here and go over to Rice Elementary. They're moving furniture in the new addition as we speak. Rice Elementary. We're standing in front of the new classroom and administration addition. In this building here, there are 6 new 5th grade classrooms plus an art room. Then the front part of the building here is the new administration area. They have always been over in the front side over here. Now the whole administration move over here. This will be the new entrance. This old entrance now faces Old Bullard Road instead of Carriage, where it's been ever since the school was built. So this address will change to an address on Old Bullard. Once we get them moved in, we will tear down the old 5th grade wing, which is back behind you, and extend this road here all the way out to Old Bullard, and this will be the new parent drop-off area. They'll come in off of the street back in the back, come all the way down. They can stack up down the long drive and come up here and drop off the students here, and they'll right back out to Old Bullard. That's going to relieve all the pressure that's been on Carriage Drive all these years. Also inside, besides seeing the administration area and the classrooms, you'll see the newly renovated library. One thing in particular I'd like to show you when we go in, there's been a lot of talk about the security in our new buildings. I'd like to show you here on one that's finished now, firsthand, how the security works on keeping people out of the building who really shouldn't be in there. All right, I want to talk to you a little bit now about the security system for people getting in the building. During school hours, every outside door to this building is locked. It's all locked with electric locks. The only door that's unlocked during business hour is the door right here that comes in from the outside. A person comes in this lobby, they can't go anywhere else. This door to my right is locked. That door there is locked. So they come in here, they walk to this sliding window here, the receptionist opens the window, talks to them, and if they're going in the building, they're raptured. In other words, their identity is scanned to make sure they don't have a criminal record. And the receptionist decides then, or they want to go into the school, which is here where the kids are, or they go in this door to where the employees are. Once they get in that door, they've got no place they can go except back out that door and back out this way until the receptionist pushes a button and either lets them go down the hall to the administration area or out a door just on the other side of this column here that puts them once again in where the kids are. All the time they're doing that, they're on camera. We have cameras all over this building. Every hall has a camera. This room we're standing in has a camera right there. It picks up everything in the room. At night, there's motion detectors and an alarm system. You see the alarm pad on the wall. This building is well protected and it's very secure for the kids. This is move-in day. They have moved a lot of the teachers' stuff from the old 5th grade building over here already, and today the furniture's coming in. It's all stacked up. But when the kids come here in first part of January after Christmas break, this will be a fully functioning classroom. It'll have everything in it they need. So it'll be a big day. It's a lot of fun to come here and see the expression on the children's face when they come back in here the first time. We are going to wrap up our tour of Rice today here in the Media Center Library for those of us who come up a long time ago. This, believe it or not, used to be the old cafeteria and kitchen. If you'd ever been in this school and they had went to school here, this is where you had your lunch in the cafeteria. Kitchen was back there. Now it's all been changed to a media center, all new furniture, acoustical ceilings. You got sound panels up here to buffer the sound. You've got a place up here where they can sit and read stories to the children when they're in here. Big reception desk. You got an office. You've got a workroom over here where they could do projects. There's computer desk on this side. There'll be computers down this wall. So this is quite a transformation. That's where these brick columns are. It was the entrance to the old kitchen. We're at the last stop of our tour for the day. This is Moore Middle School. Since you were here 2 months ago, there's been a substantial change in this building. As you'll see as we walk around the building, a lot of brickwork has been installed, a lot of stone. This all been closed in. Everything you see that's building right now is dried in. We have roof on it. They have set a lot of air handling units on the roof. We're now ready to start sheetrocking. All the interior walls, as you can see, are framed inside. They've got the cover-up inspection from the city on the first floor. It's ready to sheetrock. They'll get the cover-up on the second floor this week and the third floor probably next week. You see the light truss sitting here in the morning at 3 a.m. They're going to pour this slab right here, which is the floor of the practice gym. On the other side of that, which you'll see later from another angle, they're going to be pouring the slab that's underneath the competition gym where all the locker rooms and everything are. That'll all be poured tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. Then you'll also see back behind here the huge courtyard that's going in that'll be one of the focal points of this building. Then further back to my left, the main entrance. Now back in the back, in the fine arts area, all the walls are in, sheetrocked and paint's going on. As you come forward into the cafeteria, kitchen area, you'll find all the tile has been set on the walls in the kitchen. The cafeteria is well underway. And then you come out of the cafeteria and you move into the front wing here where the administration building is. And then as you come down this way, this is all classrooms. This building is 3 stories. It's got about 157,000 square feet. This will conclude our tour of Moore Middle School and a tour of the schools for this month. Now this project here is, like I say, well underway. What you're looking at now, it gives you a pretty good example of what the masonry is going to look like on the outside of the entire project. A lot of brick, we accented with stone, and it's coming on real well. You're looking down at another view of the front entrance. The front entrance porch wraps around, and a lot of tall glass. If you look way up high, you see that's brick over the existing roof. That's brick on the 3-story building above the single story. That'll all be finished up this week, and by the time you come back here in 2 months, I think the masonry will be done on the outside of the building and moved off the site. With that, I wish you well.